Welcome to Always Analog, where we celebrate the beauty of analog technology in the digital world. Today we have a pencil review, and we are going to look at pencils that, are certainly ones that we would never run across here in the United States, and that's because these come from my pencil pal in the Netherlands, Jonah. Thank you so much. I do appreciate you sending these to me. And he sent me a package with some goodies. He lives very near Germany, and so he sent me some pencils from the part of the world that he lives in, and I love touring the world through pencils. And to sort of take a glance at these, that looks like a fairly what we would consider generic packaging, although you'll note that there are many languages here represented, and it leads with the brand Office Essentials in English, pencils HB with eraser 10, with a photo of the pencil here, and then a die cut in the box of the actual pencils, which we'll get to in a second. It has the FSC 100% wood certification. We'll flip it over, and again, pencils HB, and then myriad languages here, and at the bottom we have some recycling information. And Jonah makes note that these pencils are from what he said is the cheapest store in the Netherlands, called Action. So I'm guessing that maybe Action is akin to what we might have here in the United States, a Dollar Tree or a dollar store kind of a place. And you can see these are made in China, but from Jonah's note about these pencils, these could be had for like under 50 cents, and that may be a euro, but 50.50. But really, really inexpensive pencils. Again, made in China. And so let's take a look here. There's a little bit of a tape. Let me try going through the bottom, because I would actually be curious to take a look and see. The bottom is the top of the bottom of the box is the top of the pencil. Okay. So there's our erasers. I really wanted to see the core here. Pardon me while I try to, there we go. There. This is what I wanted to see. This is what I like to look at. All right, so we can see it's a very, as we would expect for the price and coming from China, but you can see here, there's one that's off. Yeah, most of them are close, if not centered, but there's a couple that are not really off. You can also tell the wood, see how porous it is, that this is a, very used very inexpensive wood here to manufacture. So let me get one out. And let's take a closer look. So yes, it's red. It has a gold imprint, HB, a very kind of a short, brassy, or really almost golden, I would say, colored ferrule that's kind of kind of out around here. You can see how thin it is. I can, but yeah, that is crimped on with an eraser that's crimped on. So probably cranking a lot of these out of the factory. Just let's take. Looks like most of the ferrules are sort of the same way. They're almost a little too big for the eraser, and whenever the eraser was crimped into the ferrule, you can see whatever machinery does that really bent up the ferrule. So, okay. Well, these aren't going to win a beauty contest, but let's see. You know, Mom always said looks aren't everything. So let's see how they write. Okay, I've got the pencil sharpened up here. It's sharpened okay. You can definitely see the wood. Very lightweight. So let's see how it does. First impressions, very, I would say, leaning towards a harder HB. Well, not surprisingly, there's not a big smudge drag with these pencils because, frankly, the core is on the harder side. So we do have an eraser here. Let's try it. And it almost wants to wiggle. Look at that, how loose that is. It's quite loose in the ferrule. And so loose that I worry that it might just break off. And it's not a good eraser to boot. So let's try some others. Here's a French Mapid. Oh, we have a German eraser here. Yeah, how about a Pelican? Look at that. That eraser left more of a mess than the pencil itself. We'll try another German eraser, much better. You know, I think this one is, these Pelican erasers this is a natural rubber eraser, and it's starting to really get hard. So I think that one's going to have to retire. What else can we try? We can try a pink pearl. Okay. We can try a foam eraser. Okay. Well, we had two really crummy erasers. However, the other ones did a pretty good job. There's a little ghosting, but not much. I'm giving it a B. Pretty good erasability, as I would expect from a core sort of this value in terms of its firmness. Thank you, Jonah, for sharing these pencils from Action. Inexpensive, and I mean, this is a pencil that, you know, somebody says, hey, can I borrow a pencil? I would give them this. And I noticed from the erasing that the ferrule now is quite loose. See that? So, yeah, these aren't, you know, particularly memorable pencils, but they are, like I said, this is a good pencil to give away. I think I will give these to put them in the donation box for school. It's better than no pencil, but I'm glad I tried them. And so, you know, the other thing too is not everybody can afford the things that are better because they cost more. And so, you know, for someone who needs pencils, who doesn't have a big budget, to go into a store like Action, you know that you're not going to get the best pencil in the world, but it's certainly serviceable. So thanks for watching, and please share, like, subscribe if you're so inclined, and I'll look forward to seeing you again here soon on Always Analog.